This week has been really heavy with rejection for me
Mm.
because I've been making a lot of efforts to try to initiate both like sexual situations and just intimate situations with Natasha, and she's rejected me every single time. This is taking a lot out of me to just keep trying and just feeling so undesired. I'm just trying to figure out what'll work. You know, like I don't
Yeah.
know because my partner doesn't talk to me about her preferences, and I've
But-
asked.
But right now, ask.
What is your preference? How would you like me to initiate sex?
Josh has these moments where his desire is driving the interaction. And when he comes on to me, I'm like, yes, but I'm just not feeling aroused.
I don't want her to jump on my bones. I'm just talking about just enjoying something, right? I don't even feel liked. I feel tolerated. I feel like a pervert. That's the energy that I'm getting. It makes me feel sometimes like, is this intentional? Are you trying to minimize me? Because I'm starting to feel that way. Like my emotional self is hunching. And it's like, it's not me. My natural self is confident, boisterous, and it just feels like I'm being fucking suppressed. Let's be real. As much as I deal with rejection, I'm handling it pretty fucking well. I'm frustrated, and then I'm dealing with a partner who's making me feel like my frustration is oppressing them or making them feel bad themselves. So now I have to uproot my feelings, forget about them, and then worry about her. And that happens even in conversation. So I just asked her, how do I initiate? She didn't say anything. She didn't answer that question.
Ooh, man, shout out to the content creator. This actually, I think a show on Netflix or something like that, and they have a couple of different things on TikTok. But I wanted to react to this because I thought this was very powerful in the sense of just where a lot of couples are either in a long-term relationship or marriage. And I'm going to give some personal experience, but before we get there, I really want to unpack what they said on there because there was a lot was said. He was speaking, man. He was really digging deep. And basically, the question was to his significant other. I don't know if they was married or not, but you know, hey, what are your preferences when it comes to initiating sex or initiating intimacy? And she took a deep breath. You see him kind of react to it as well, so she can kind of go into it and unpack it. And so she never directly answered the question. He said that she kind of went around it, and again, it was like kind of a political saying, but in the midst of all of that, she actually did say it. And she just basically said that I'm not aroused by him. And I mean, he's a good looking dude, you know, but he's not on point. You can kind of tell, right? In the sense of he's not in shape. It seems like he keeps his hair, you know, cut pretty good. But man, listen, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna say it again. You at this point, man, as far as the guy, for you to keep intimacy, I think a woman can love you regardless, right? But if you want her, like he said, she don't even quote unquote jump the bones with him. But if you want her jumping your bones and stuff, touching you, feeling on you, bro, you gotta look good, man. You just gotta have, you can no longer have a dad bod, man. You can no longer have it. That don't mean you have to walk around with a six pack. But anything above a dad bod, right at a dad bod, listen, bro, it's not going down. Now, the only difference is where you can kind of get away with it if you have kind of that football player look, like you know you have some muscle on it, but it's just a little fat on top, but they know you like, you got it, you know what I mean? But outside of that, you know, looking at him, he look a little husky, he look a little chunky. And I love these type of videos because I've been there, right? I was on, then I fell off, and now I'm getting back on, right? And it's just one situation, bro. Like, if you walking around with the beer gut, bro, she's not gonna be turned on. And that's what's going on. You know, she basically told you she's trying to be nice because she probably love you. And it's not going down, man. Like I said, sometimes they'll hook you up for your birthday. You know, they may pity you a little bit, but they're not gonna give you the energy back. And she seemed like she at a point now where she just totally turned off. And it's frustrating him, and he has good reason to be frustrated, but he ain't doing nothing about it. Or he not doing the right things to negate it and go about it. bro, you got to get in shape. You have to, because you have to sexually keep your woman interested, right? Again, that don't mean you walk around a six-pack, but that do mean you're not walking around with a belly hanging out. And again, the reason I brought up, I love these because for a good portion of a good stretch of my marriage, I had gotten out of shape. And I know for a fact that for a nice little stretch, I wasn't able to bring, I wasn't able to perform how I want to perform, right? And I can tell that played an impact for a little bit of time on, how can I say this? That played a fact on, it wasn't the same, the energy wasn't reciprocated, right? The energy wasn't reciprocated. And that's no fault to my wife, right? That's all on me. You know, I let myself fall off. I couldn't bring the energy. I couldn't bring the stamina. I couldn't bring the aura, you know what I'm saying? For a nice little stretch. And that's just being real. So I can relate to him when he's saying he's frustrated. But bro, you got to get back in that gym. You have to get back in the gym. You have to get on your purpose. Because yes, the body can arouse them, but if you don't tap into the woman's mind, you won't sustain them, right? And they love the body sexual, but again, with the mind, they have to see you driven. They have to see you on your purpose. They have to see you going towards a goal. They have to see you moving and shaking, because in their eyes, they see you building, and they with that. Now, we already spoke about how women are hypergamous. It don't matter. It doesn't matter if you rich or, I won't say poor, but it don't matter if you rich or you just, you know, on a certain level. They want the best option, right? And so, bro, if you're not looking up to par in her eyes as the first choice, she's scrolling on Instagram. She getting distracted. That's just what it is, man. So, I mean, it's cool that he was able to articulate his emotions and, oh, you know, I had to uproot my feelings and then, you know, cater to her feelings because she was feeling some type of way, that I was feeling some type of way, and she still didn't answer the question. Yes, she did, man. Bro, but him as the man, he shouldn't worry about none of that. Right? He should worry about being the best version of him, and that's what's going to keep his woman back attracted. Because trust and believe, when I dropped my weight, when I got back in that gym, when I got on my purpose, when I'm on my grind, when I'm disciplined, when I'm eating right, when I'm moving a certain way, that attraction skyrocketed back on my end. Again, you know, it never went to zero, but I can tell the scale went down a little few points, right? And I respect it, because I would be the same way. So, and my advice to him, if I was that therapist or whoever, the counselor, marriage counselor, bro, you got to stop making excuses. Don't worry about how she's feeling. Worry about how you feeling as far as why you're not getting the results you want from her. And part of that is you looking a little husky, right? I don't know his background fully, what he do for his career, but he got to get on this grind, man. He got to get on his purpose. All that complaining, bro, that's turning her off even more. You know what I mean? All that begging, you know, she should want to be jumping on your bones just because she wants to, because she's so attracted to you. But if that's not happening, then you got some work to do. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Y'all drop a comment below. Subscribe to the Husband Code if it's your first time. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe. Also, if you got any value from this video, hit that like button. And also hit that notification bell, because we constantly dropping videos like this all the time. And until next time, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.